Hello! Shadowcat back with more RimWorld Space Program. And full disclosure, this is attempt number 3 recording this episode because Randy has been unfair. Alright, and I will get to that in a minute. So, where were we last time? Last time we got a Mechanitor, which is great. We have a Mechanitor right here in Bender, and we have exactly one mech. We're working on more. I have the mech room up here queued up to build more mechs. And we're going to start working on that little fleet. We also have, down here, an Airwire headset and control pack queued up. Because we're going to be doing that too. Other than that, we have a freezer now in here, and I replaced all the shelves with food baskets because food baskets hold a lot more. Well, okay, not a lot more. Big shelves hold 8 items. These hold 10. Still though, you know, when a stack of food is 75, that's 150 food that we can put anywhere that's not on the floor. But anyway, let's get back to what I was saying where Randy's not playing fair. So, when we last left off here, at the very, very tail end of what we were doing, we got this mech cluster. Now, this mech cluster doesn't look like much. This has proved to be one of the most lethal things I have faced so far. Clearly, things are getting skewed. Now, why is this the most deadly thing so far? Well, I've run this fight against them twice now, just trying to win. Not even to win perfectly, just to win. Without massive casualties. And the number of heart shots and brain shots that we have got has been statistically improbable. Without just absolutely skewing things. And so, clearly, number one, the helmets that we have are doing absolutely nothing for reasons that I can't figure out. And we need armor. So right now, we've been working on this advanced computing. I'm switching off of this. If we're going to be doing anything, we need flak armor. And for flak armor, apparently we need plate armor. Okay. So get to work on that. It should not take us too long to do it. Now we have to do this as quickly as we can because of the psychic drone. Okay, it is a medium psychic droner, which means that every female, and you can see this is becoming a huge problem, is getting a negative 22. Okay, we are going to start having a ton of major breaks. It's going to be bad. However, apparently the only way to deal with this is going to be going in there with a ton of armor. And for some of that, I agree. Some of that is a problem. Lancers notoriously have high penetration. This centipede gunner here has a minigun. Well, I mean, a minigun should not be too deadly when you combine its lack of accuracy with the low caliber rounds it fires. And yet still, it's going through armored helmets. Now, none of this is impossible, okay? There is no such thing as the perfect armor in this game. There is always a chance that you will get penetration. But the sheer number of times that it has happened has been a problem. So, we are going to work on armor now, okay? We're going to work on armor. We're going to work on militarization, essentially. It is going to be all about just absolutely crushing this as much as we can, because like this is like Jones just got here. Jones is already at a 0% mood. Oh, excuse me, 2.9. Most of that is because of the stupid drone. And I guess a lack of better things to do. I also need to go through and do a conversion. Now, I was going to convert... Who was it? I want to say it was Beatrice? Pretty sure it was Beatrice that I wanted to convert. Or maybe I should do Kit. Because Kit is also part of the anonymity. Either way, anybody who is part of the anonymity needs to be converted. And since we have the opening available, we need to do it. But you're going to be a huge problem. By the way, what were your things again? You want to become rich? So this will be satisfied when the colony is worth 300,000. What's our wealth at now? Our current wealth is 188,000, almost 189,000. So we're not there yet. We will get there, though. It'll just take time. What else you got? You want to become a grandparent. That's on you, not me. You want to become a leader. Well, technically that's doable. I mean, you are not one of us. You could become a leader, I think. Well, no, they would need to have 3 independents here. Right now, Weirin is the leader. How's your social? A 5 with no passions. Weirin is a 2 with no passions. You know what? You might actually make a better leader if we could convert you. So, I think that's what we might do. I think you might be the first on the chopping block. Sad to say, but I think so. Another expedition. Sure. We're going to ignore that right now until we can take care of this this mech cluster. Most everyone is awake. Let's do a conversion. So, Ein, no. We're going to be sending Jones. Expected quality? Room could be more impressive. Actually, this room could be cleaned up. Let's be honest. That's what needs to happen first. JP. Can I get you to come in and do some cleaning? You come and clean this room up, and then we'll do the conversion. There we go. That's much better. Alright, now let's look at the conversion. So if we take Jones... 61%. It's not great, but it should be better than nothing. Alright, it'll take us 2 hours. Let's begin. And that was a complete and total waste of time, which served to reset the counter on our conversion. And Gabby, if Jones does not decide to rejoin us, shoot Jones. That's it. Shoot Jones. This is what you get. I am so angry right now. I am so unbelievably angry right now. Watts. Shoot Jones. Bleed out. I cannot believe we had we had to tolerate you here. With any luck, you will bleed out and collapse. What an absolute waste of my time and resources. I should find the biggest bomb I have, strap it to you, and send you in against the mechanoids. Blow you up and take them with you. We have Bender now. I could replace you with a robot. I am so angry right now. "11 hours until you die. You'll fall over at some point." So now we have another, how long is it? 21? No, 20 days? 20 days. And Watts and Gabby are having an affair. What the hell is wrong with you people? Are you intentionally trying to sabotage all of this? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you take everything that we have been working for here and just throw it in the goddamn trash? Watson, Gabby, where even was your bedroom? That's Iggy, that's Weirin, that's Cork. We got plate armor. Great. Now we can get flak armor and start making that. We also got our second robot. We've got a clean sweeper. It's the first good news that we've had since we got here. Let's see. Let's do a quick little rundown so far because we are not even 15 minutes in. And I've already had several attempts to defeat a mech cluster that has the most improbable aiming that I've ever seen. We tried to convert somebody who decided they were going to walk out the last minute. A female psychic soothe. That is incredibly coincidental. And then Watson and Gabby. Hell, here's their room. So I guess Watts is the one that had an affair. I don't know. Let me go back. I think it was Watts that did that. Messages, history, affair. Watts tried to romance Watts tried to romance Gabby. Gabby became aroused, became Watts' lover. Okay, Watts was married to Iggy, is now in an affair with Gabby. That's what it was. So that's why they're sleeping together now. And that means that Iggy has a minus 22 from the drone, a minus 12 from chemical starvation. Wait, hold on. You have a chemical fascination. Okay. You know, come drink some tea. Did I not tell you people you're allowed tea? I would have swore I did. That's reading policy. Wait, reading policies? I have reading policies? So I can tell them not to read that tome. Don't read that tome. Okay, awesome. Right now everybody's on social drugs. Pretty much everything except for hard drugs are checked. Where is Psychite T? Where is it? Silo cap, feather dust. Come on, it's in here somewhere. I have such a hard time reading these two. So I'm sure I'm looking it over like every time I go through this list. Wait, here we go. Psychite Tea. It's checked. Go drink some. High on Psychite Tea. Psychite tolerance, small. That's a plus 12 from the Psychite Tea. And now you go on a binge. Why? Just why? I can't. I can't anymore. I'm so just... Everything is falling apart. Absolutely every goddamn thing. Alden's insulting people. Because of the drone. Iggy is also binging on Psychite Tea now because of the drone, and I can't do anything about the fucking drone. Because every time I go over there, it massacres everyone. Gabby failed to calm down Alden. Of course you did. Because you would have to have a natural 20 in social to actually accomplish anything around here. Not to mention that you're on the breaking point too. Medical emergency. Oh, look who finally fell over. I'm not saving you. If somebody else wants to, they can. I'm not saving your ass. That's how much you pissed me off. You can die. All you've really accomplished since you got here is make work for the clean sweeper. Okay, it's not like you do anything. You have one specialty and it's melee. Other than that, you're a meat shield. Somebody to hold a gun that you don't even want to hold because, again, melee is your only passion. I guess if melee is your only passion, I should probably give you a sword or something. We have a fair number of them. Silver longsword. Is that even really good? I don't know. Sure, have a silver longsword. What now? Tell me that this is somehow my fault. Tell me that I have done something wrong and that I can fix it. Okay? Tell me that at some point I did something to deserve this. And that this is not me just being punished for being mildly successful. And I have to express mildly successful because we're not even doing that well. All right, so turning off my doctors, and of course my best doctors in the entire place both have the malaria. So I'm stuck with Weirin, who has a medical of 8, and Bender with a medical of 6. Damn you, Gabby. JP, where are you going? Consuming a nutrient-paced meal. No, you're not. Iggy. Actually, I have how many people that are sick? 6 of them. JP, here. Iggy, here. Cork, here. Watts, here. Kit, here. Jones, here. And antibiotics. You, antibiotics, you, antibiotics, you, antibiotics. That should be everybody's set. Good. And Weirin, who, of course, your mood is just basically non-existent. I have to hope that you don't break as well. Even though I'm sure you've got Alden insulting you constantly, right? Yeah, insulted twice. Scream. Arrest Alden. Don't have time for this shit. Capture. Well, actually, no, we don't even have to capture now. Just rescue. Just rescue. Who is my other doctor right now? My other doctor is Bender. Where are you? Consuming a nutrient-paced meal. Would you please go to work? This entire place is going to come down around us from one fully functional colony to nothing in one episode. Because literally everything is being torn out from under us. We can't fight, we can't fix, we can't build, we can't do anything right now. And this thing is going to keep undercutting us until we go fight it and die, or we sit here while it undercuts us and then we die regardless. This is sabotage. This is flipping the board because you're losing. And I'm so over it. I'm not stupid. I can see what's happening here. So at this point, I'm just waiting for Weirin to break. Bender is taking a little bit more time to get there. However, well, there's Scream. Happened because recreation unfulfilled. And what's this? A Euthymus's Descent. So they're going to be crashing here. When they do, 2 other civilians and 3 cataphracts. They will be attacked. Or no, wait. No, they won't. No, yeah. Wanderers from the gas party will try to attack them. And we have to try and defend them. Here's the thing. Somebody around here actually had a wish to become an Imperial. Who was it? I think it was several people, actually. Golden Cube, Beautiful Lover, Become a Parent. Or no, yeah, it was JP. JP wanted to give an inspirational throne speech. So JP would be the one to take for this one. I'm inclined to allow this and to say yes for JP. Now, they're going to crash. When the enemy comes, and the enemy will come, I will try and send people out there to help. However, we don't exactly have a ton of people to send out to help. We can't even help ourselves right now. So your cataphracts are going to have to do what they do best. I will try. But, I mean, it's all I can really do. Did everybody get treatment? Everybody got treatment. Everybody got antibiotics. How is everybody's infections? Well, not even infections, diseases. Kit's not doing great. And Jones? Oh, wait, Jones had malaria too. Wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you. At least Alden didn't. Everybody's on the mend, though. And as night falls, combat is only going to become more difficult. Scream is fully healed, but Scream is still wandering mindlessly. I don't know. We're going to do something. And more than likely, when the enemy shows up, they're going to be like, yeah, right there. Okay, what are they? They are industrial era with guns. Okay. Make sure run and gun is turned on. Search and destroy. Hey, cataphracts, you have big guns. You want to try using them? Never mind. They're dead. Everybody come home. Everybody completely ignore that. They went straight for the Royal and killed him. There is nothing out there for us now. Wow. Great job, cataphracts. You could not even protect your royal charge, your ward, for 30 seconds. You could not keep them alive for 30 seconds. Oh, look at that. You did figure out how to use your guns. Shame it took you this long to figure out where the trigger was. Imagine what that would have been like if you had 3 people with laser guns and they just laid down a field of laser fire. But no, you people are incredibly, unbelievably incompetent at what you do. There's a rolling block rifle out here and a revolver. Biocorded sword. Jones is insulting people again. I'm so done with you. I'm absolutely... You're going in prison. That's it. I was going to convert you easily, okay? I was going to be nice about it. But you can't get your shit together. You're done. You're done. You're finished. You will now be converted forcefully. And if you fail, if you try to escape, we will execute you. I'm done playing this game. You have not contributed shit since you got here. And now Kit's in a daze because of the psychic drone. This is actually somehow worse than if it had been a site off to the side somewhere, because those you can usually sneak into, and you can destroy the droner and then get back out. This, if we touch it, it's going to wake up all the mechanoids, and then there's like nothing we can do about it. And so while we're over here just hemorrhaging people, the drone continues. And I'm at a loss. Or hell, maybe the malaria will take you. I don't know. At this point, I don't think I really care either. I'm going to administer another round of antibiotics. Assuming, of course, that we have them. I don't usually keep a large supply of antibiotics on hand. Oh, great. Kit needs treatment and Kit is wandering. Where are you? Gabby. Oh, that's right. You're sleeping. Never mind. Bender. Try calming. Actually, before you do that, who's my best social person right now? Besides Gabby, because Gabby's asleep and refuses to wake up. Watts. Watts is my best. That's terrible. Cannot operate on Kit. I'm not asking you to operate on Kit. Fine. Cancel that. Watts. Now can you? Okay, prioritize calming. And if not, then we're just going to have to arrest Kit as well. Nope. Arrest Kit. I'm gonna run out of prisons. What else am I supposed to do? Alden's still down. Shot in the radius, the humerus, the stomach. Yeah, bad stuff. A spaceship crash opportunity. Look, we don't have time for that. And by the way, Weirin's mood has hit 0. Weirin's mood is at 0, which means that Weirin is on the border of just straight up murdering somebody. And again, I fall back to, what am I supposed to do? I mean, really? Bender, what are you doing right now? You're going to get food. Why is it every time I turn around, you're going to get food? Making antibiotics. Yeah, we're going to need those. Thankfully, they're easy to make. Relaxing socially. You know, speaking of, do we have anything going on over here? No. We could have something cooking, but we don't. I'm just going to follow along with you for a minute. Actually, no, I'm not. Kit. Again, you're part of the anonymous people. If you're going to be here, we're converting you. Which, that would be Gabby's job. Gabby, what are you doing? You're going to come and convert Kit. Good. Although I guess not if Kit's in a daze. It's always a mental break before we try to do something, isn't it? Convenient how that always seems to work. Come convert Jones. Before Jones goes on a mental break too. Yeah, it's weird. It's always when we try to convert somebody. And suddenly somebody has a mental break and they can't be converted. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? Yes, I'm still angry. And I can promise you, like, if you're tired of the venom right now coming from me, you may as well just walk away right now because it's not stopping. And now we have Shamblers. Let's see, small group. The inhuman force that animates them is fading. It's that monolith that we're not touching. If you capture one, you can study it for anomaly knowledge. Otherwise, they might not notice you and leave you alone. Or if we leave them alone. I'm inclined to leave them alone. Okay. Ein, I need you. There's a baton over here. I need you to come and get this. I need you to equip this as a sidearm. Because we're about to become just absolutely brutal. Kit needs treatment. Kit won't stop wandering. And so, I'm going to lose my best researcher unless I beat her over the head. All right. Kit's down. Administer antibiotics while you're at it. How many antibiotics do we have left? 5. Alden's no longer incapable of walking. Major break risk from Cork. Why am I not surprised? You're doing good. I need to look at my numbers here. Yeah, Kit's in the negative. Jones is in the positive. Jones is fine. Kit is the big problem right now. If I can't keep Kit alive, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Because we need so much research done, and Kit is just the best researcher we could wish for. And we worked for Kit, okay? We did something to get Kit. That was actual effort that was put in, and we're watching it turn to ash. Through no fault of our own. Just an impossible set of circumstances. It's like everybody else at the board is cheating except for me. And so now we're just waiting. Waiting to see who lives and who dies. Thankfully, we have our own source of heal root now. We finished flak armor. Good. So now we can start working on that. I'll let them keep working on that. Flak armor, here we go. The problem with flak armor is that it's going to take us components. But we have washers and dryers and mending benches, so I am inclined to just go ahead and make one for everybody, and it should be fine. The only problem, who's going to do it? Bender's going to do it. Bender is also one of our only 1 of 2 doctors, and our primary crafter for literally everything else as well. So, figure it out, I guess. Now, when I had switched things, we were almost done with computing. Where was that, though? Glitter World Technologies, Advanced Computing. So let's get back to this and finish this up if we can, because this will help us get more research. That's the idea, at least. Also, at some point on the main page... No, we have the multi-analyzer. Okay, we need to install the multi-analyzer. The Psychic Soothe is ending. Not that you could have you could really tell. But I'm sure it was helping a little bit. Now it's gone. You know, I wonder if we're doing all this research, if maybe we couldn't just make shells. Wait, abilities are ready for JP. Convert, reassure, preach, health. I forgot he had preach health. However, it's not going to work on Kit because Kit doesn't follow our ideology. However, you know what he could do? He could try and convert her. Okay, if I was going to make shells, I would need to have steel. Bioferrite, no. Steel. We only have 134 left. Never mind, we're not getting shells. That's probably why this is stalled. Because, well, no, these all take 50. It's stalled because Bender hasn't gotten to it. Bender hasn't gotten to it because Bender is just busy. Unbelievably busy. Busy enough to go watch clouds, sure. Weirin, sleeping. I don't blame you on that one. After this, I want to go to sleep. Kit the Researcher, no longer incapable of walking. Cork is on a murderous rage. Arrest Cork. Prisoner Cork is escaping. Okay, that's... Okay. You wanted to kill Bender. That's not happening. Alright, we finished basic computing. I guess just research whatever you want at this point. Cork can be released as soon as somebody's up for it. Gabby is trying to convert from 98% to a 96%. Yeah, that's great. Gabby? Oh, you suffer from asthma. That's your problem. Now that I know that we don't have enough steel, like, nearly for any of this stuff, how much steel does a flak vest take? 60. We're gonna need so much. So technically up here, there's stuff. So, orders. How about allow? And then zone. We'll home zone this so people can walk to and from here. We'll go ahead and strip these bodies. We can break this down. This slag can be brought in. Speaking of slag, do we have any? Looks like not really. We have a couple of pieces. Because slag is a source of steel. The sword we can break down. Because it's bio-coated. We're not really going to get anything from this, though. There's some clothes. It looks like a lot of it is poor quality. Either poor quality or normal. What's this? A shuttle engine. That's good, I suppose. There's a plasteel crown. I mean, we wanted JP to become an Imperial. That crown may come in useful later. Or may come in useful. May come in use. It could be useful. And now 3 more people have malaria. Go to hell! Now it's intentional. Now I know this is intentional. We are not even in a jungle. We are not even close to a jungle. This is all temperate forest. It's not even a permanent summer. Why is it we are suddenly getting dogpiled by malaria? Twice in a row. Here's malaria, and here's malaria. 2 days apart. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Let's hope that I can actually get everyone through this. How are you doing on yours, by the way? Malaria, minor. You've pulled ahead. I'm going to give you more antibiotics, though. Warren. It's wreck time. Prioritize tending. And Bender. Consuming ambrosia, you're already tending. This is the game said it's time for you to lose, okay? Your game is over. Period. JP failed to convert. Kit was upset. I don't give a fuck if Kit is upset. From 97% down to 89%. You're lucky I didn't lock you in a dark closet with a bucket. Jones, your malaria is past. However, you will stay in there until you are converted. Because you are a huge, enormous problem for me. Gabby, you're going to go resting. We're never going to get out of this. This is a death spiral. And it's not even that we couldn't get out of this. Like, if I had the chance to, if I had a chance, I think I could save this. But I can't, because we don't get a chance. It is, we're going to keep getting punched and expected to get back up while we're getting beaten. At some point, you just can't get up. Cork, you are diseased and you are failing. Why? And you're wandering. So let's not forget that. Bender. Arrest Cork. This time you're not getting out. What's your ideology? You're part of the ship. Time to convert you too. It looks like we have been way too tolerant for way too long. We have tolerated other people from other beliefs, and we can't do it. They are incompatible. And they are a poison in this colony. All right? I thought we could do it. I thought it was okay. But it's not. Bender's in a sad wander. Great, there goes our doctor. There goes our doctor. Now we have to rely on Weirin entirely. Yeah, nothing has changed. Kit, still one of our best doctors. Kit in prison. Oh, we can use Iggy, though. Iggy can be a doctor if Iggy survives. Because Iggy's mood is also just below everything. You know what might help? Some Psychite tea. You know what we're not making? Psychite tea. Hey, Iggy, go make some Psychite tea. It's the only thing I can think of at this point. Is to use some tea to help boost everyone's moods. A group social fight. Weirin versus Beatrice. And then Weirin and Alden. And now Weirin is out. We now have no more doctors. Well, except for Iggy. Iggy is now carrying the entire doctor, or the entire doctor thing. It's a death spiral. There's nothing I can do. All we can do is sit here and watch it fall apart in real time. Castenda's in a Psychite binge. So all that Psychite tea that I just made, it's gone. Medical emergency. Kit. Malaria extreme. However, you should come through it. Weirin, did you get treated? Yes, and you're up. So go to work. Bender. Still broken. I've lost complete control. This is it. And I don't know what I did wrong. I really honestly do not know what I did wrong. Can somebody please tell me what I did wrong? Because I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at it, and it's like, where did I go wrong? What mistake did I make? We have food. We have entertainment. We have good bedrooms. We have good clothes. We have everything we possibly could have needed. But we can't fight, I guess. I guess that's the big problem. I did not put enough time and effort into becoming a militarized power. And because of that, when the time came for us to defend ourselves against a few robots and this psychic droner, we failed. And that was it. Having a crisis of belief. You're already having a crisis of belief. Jones, insane ramblings. I don't care. Endangered animals. I also don't care. However, Cork is now part of the space program. You are converted. I think it was random. I think it's just that Cork's faith dropped to 0, and so it picked a random one. But it works out in my favor. So Cork can come out. You are stressed. You are in pain. Moderate psychic drone. I am going to make an adjustment here. Cooking. Cooking is still set to normal. I'm turning it globally up by 1. That way Iggy is going to start cooking. Okay, Iggy should start cooking before anything else. Bender's no longer in a mental break. You're still binging on it. Do I have anybody who can possibly get you out of this? Watts. Get over here and calm down Castaneda. Nothing else wastes more of Castaneda's time. Actually, I'm curious. You're part of the techno-archism. How much of a penalty is this? You want a neural supercharge? Led by a rocket scientist. So you have a basically a permanent -8. Of course, your wife dying, that's not helping. Alright, we got Cork back. Cork is sitting at 0 mood, but it should be improving slowly. Moderate psychic drone, you were imprisoned. Yes, yes. Okay, we're still making Psychite T over here. But that's fine. So we have Psychite T available. Now I just need to get everybody to take one. I can do something about that actually. I wonder. I can always change this back later. Social drugs. Psychite T. Where was it? It was down here. Recreationally or once every day. If I turn it to that, I can get everybody to take 1 Psychite T per day. Now, it's not going to be a huge boost. And Iggy's having a tantrum now to destroy a game. Destroy the comms console? No! JP, arrest Iggy! Just when I think that we're getting things back on track. Bender, did you have a Psychite T? You did. That's a +12. So it's not going to counteract the drone entirely, but it's something. Do I need to change you? No, I don't need to change you. We can just release you. Okay, welcome back. Details. We're going to not hit pause when satisfied on that one because we need to have a consistent supply. I actually hope we do not run out of psychoid leaves now. I didn't think that we could, but I'm getting the feeling that we could. A distress signal. I cannot tell you how much we don't have time for that right now. Especially my psychoid leaves keep rotting away. Alright, so let's look at these things. Jones. You are very, very adamant about sticking with the independency, aren't you? I will kill you if I have to. And Kit, You're also not budging on the anonymity. Okay, you've actually recovered since we tried to convert you. There's still 15 days left before we can do this conversion ritual. And JP, you will be able to do it again in 1 day. I don't know what else to do at this point. I really don't. I can tell that Bender here, let me guess, is that Catharsis? It's Catharsis. So is Cork. So is Kistenda. How is everyone doing disease-wise? So 3 people sick. Kistenda's 13 points ahead at 79%. Ian is 13 points ahead at 79%. Beatrice is 30 points ahead at 84%. Everybody should be fine. Should be. Now the question is just whether I can keep them that way. You're still nursing all those bruises you got. And look, I feel maybe a little bit bad about that, but it was better than shooting you. Like Jones, I wanted dead. I wanted you alive. JP tried to convert Kistenda. Well, it's what JP does. So yeah, we've got to do something about this Met cluster. And I don't know what else we can do. We cannot live like this. Okay, we just can't. And we're in how much longer till you get back here? I don't know. Kit's in a daze. Kit's in a daze because Kit's in prison. And none of this is getting hauled in? Why? I should at least have a hauler bot doing this. We have a hauling bot, don't we? There's Clean Sweeper. Where is the lifter? Oh, the lifter is carrying the bodies away. And I do have some people that are coming up here and carrying some things. Okay, so everything is working that way. It's just slow. Exorbitantly slow. Rare thrombos, 4 of them. Man, I'll tell you that that's something I would stay away from. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have all this over here too. Oof. Let's make sure that we bring this stuff in. These ship chunks? 10 of them. That's steel and components. That could actually get us a lot. It could get us a lot. Beatrice, what are you doing? You're my builder, and I do have some building stuff for you. You're butchering, which means that your cooking is now somehow higher than your building? Beatrice. Oh yeah, your cooking is now at a 1. Because you had a passion for it. You can't do a lot of cooking, but you can do simple meals. Your cooking's at a 1, though. Jeez. That's like food poisoning central. Do you really have to use nothing but meat for that? Because the meat we need if we're going to be doing things like fine meals. You know what? I wonder. Do we have enough for this? No, we don't have enough for that. If we could get another drone, like the Constructoid could be handling some of these tasks. We'll move that up. Not to mention, we've got some over here. I don't know. It's hard. Right now, it's so hard getting any of this to work. And I did see that we got some armor. Oh, great. Gabby has dark visions. Abilities are ready for JP. I think it's tied to this thing somehow. Either way, though, JP? Oh, well, Kit's broken, so I can't even do this to Kit. But Kit's got to be the target. And Gabby would normally be the one to calm people down, but since Gabby is out of commission... One thing that I'm noticing, though, I think we got everybody through the malaria. So I'm going to turn doctoring back on for everybody, so that everybody can be getting experience. Everybody should be at least, have first aid. Just how it should be. Alright, so I'm not happy about today. I'm in fact still very, very angry about today. We did nothing. We accomplished nothing. Today has been nothing but trying to salvage sabotage. There is still a mech cluster. It remains unchanged from the time we got in here to the time we got out. And as a matter of fact, the only things that have actually changed since we got here is that 2 people are now in prison, 1 person got converted, and nobody is dead from malaria. That's the best I can boast for today. This sucks. This sucks so hard. We did get research for flak vests for what little, very, very little that's worth. And we made one. Is anybody wearing it? I guess somebody's wearing it. I don't know who. Let's see. Gear. You're wearing trooper armor. You're not wearing any armor. Well, you got gloves. No? Okay, so Iggy's wearing a flak vest. And Ein is wearing a flak vest. And quite frankly, I think that's about it. I have some people that are wearing wooden armor, which does absolutely nothing. Yeah. So we need more armor before we can even think about taking on this mech cluster, which is just ridiculously overpowered for reasons I cannot understand. It seems that the game is not going to be satisfied unless we do this and we lose at least 4 people. That's the best that I can assume. And I'm just... 4 people dead and 8 people that are on their last leg, that's the game over. So we're going to try and figure something out. It's the best that I can say. But alright, we're done for today. I'm done for today. I can't handle this anymore. So, if you want to see what happens next time, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that we get notified every time these videos come out. If you know somebody else who's also into builders like this, then share this with them. If they're just into RimWorld, share it to them twice. Otherwise, though, if you like me, you like what I'm doing, if you take pity on me, leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time for the RimWorld Space Program. And until then, take care.